welcome to our 6 p.m. 91st Crusade call. My name is Dee Washington, and it is my pleasure and honor to be with you this evening. But also, it is a greater pleasure to introduce the speaker that is about to come and present to you this evening. I tell you what, this is an awesome individual with an awesome testimony. And I tell you what, he is just helping so many people, not only in the Virginia area, but actually all over the country. He is truly a crusader, and he not only has his own testimony, but he has the testimonies of all the people that he is helping. And I tell you what, folks, I could not think of a better person to bring this 90 for Life Crusade message than our own Archbishop Vincent. Are you there, sir?
I am here, Ms. Washington. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you clearly. Sir, please take over the call.
Thank you so much. Thank you for taking those introductions. I really appreciate you for all that you do. You are a champion crusader yourself, just helping so many people all across the country. We're appreciative even of your testimony. Thank you again for that warm introduction. Well, great evening, everyone. Ms. Washington said this is Archbishop Vincent, and I want to welcome you to this evening's 90 for Life Crusade call. And we're going to be sharing some information with you this evening. We're going to do it as briefly as we possibly can, but we're going to get this information to you because this information is life transforming. This information that you're going to receive from us this evening is health enhancing, is disease and even death defeating. So you want to make sure that you take some notes so that you can make sure you know take this information that is going to be beneficial to you and in your life and every area of your life. Now, with this message, I want to talk to you about an individual. We are 90 for Life, and we're Youngevity, and we actually have been founded by Dr. Joel Wally, who has been preaching this message now for over 40 years. Now, Dr. Joel Wally, he's not only the founder of Youngevity, he's an author and a scientist. He has over 75 published works and 150 million, that's million copies of his landmark lecture and book, Dead Doctors Don't Lie. Now, Dr. Wally grew up on a farm which exposed him to the nutritional needs of animals, and he went to school and became a veterinarian, working with the likes of Marvin Perkins of Mitchell Omaha's Wild Kingdom, for those of you that are old enough to remember him. His early research helped to eliminate, not cover up, but eliminate over 900 diseases in animals. And as a result of that, he compiled a book that's called The Diseases of Exotic Animals, and it's now a national treasure, which also is residing in the Smithsonian Institution. His discoveries actually stunned the entire medical research community, and it inspired him to also go back to school so he can help human beings by becoming a naturopathic physician, and he had his own practice so he could bring this knowledge to as many people as possible. And Dr. Wally's maxim is not just what you eat that kills you, it's what you don't eat. And he realized that the key to health is giving your body the nutrients that it needs. And what are those nutrients that our bodies need? The nutrients that our body needs are what we call the 90 essential nutrients. And these 90 essential nutrients include 60 minerals, 16 vitamins, 12 amino acids, and 2 to 3 fatty acids. Now, I want you to understand a little bit something about our human bodies. I'm not an expert, but I've partnered with the ultimate expert. And one of the things is that for our bodies to have optimal health, those 90 essential nutrients that we need, this is what it does. It helps to feed our bodies at a cellular level. The average life of a cell in your body is 120 days, and then it begins to renew itself, and we get new cells. But if we're not getting the 90 essential nutrients that we need in our bodies, then guess what? Our cells are not producing in a healthy manner, and then our immune systems begin to break down, and our white blood cells, which we need to be healthy so we can kill off the T cells and that produces some killer T cells in our body body to fight off all the different viruses and bad bacteria and the fungus and yeast and even the free radical damages. So we need to make sure that we're getting the 90 essential nutrients that our bodies need on a daily basis. Now I want you to know that the operative word here is need. It's not an option. It's not something that you can decide you'll take sometime and you won't have it another time. Your body must have it. And somebody said, well, I feel healthy. I haven't been going to the doctors. But you know what? People have dropped dead. And we wonder what in the world happened. You ever heard me say they were healthy as a horse? Well, the truth of the matter is they probably weren't as healthy as a horse. Because horses our farm animals are getting the nutrients that they need. But our human beings in our society, we're not getting what we need. And one of the reasons that we're not getting what we need is because it's not in our food groups. Our food doesn't have the nutrients that we need. In 1936, there was a Senate document entitled Senate Document 264, and it says that our soils have been depleted of the nutrients that we need in order to provide us with the nutrients that we need to place in our bodies. In other words, if it's not in the soil, it's not getting in your food groups. It's not getting in the vegetables. Even the animals that's eating the grass and things aren't getting what they need in order to supply us in the food chain, because we're high up in the food chain with what we need. So we realize, as a result of Dr. Joe Wallach and his message, that we must supplement on a daily basis. We can't afford to play Russian roulette with our lives. Now, like I stated previously, Dr. Wallach has been preaching this message for over 40 years now, and thousands and thousands of lives have been changed. Listen, there's also another doctor, Dr. Linus Pauling. He's a two-time Nobel Prize recipient, and he stated this: you can trace every disease and every ailment to a mineral deficiency. And that is the foundation of Dr. Joe Wallach's message that he's been preaching, that we need these essential minerals in our bodies. Yes, I know some of us been going to CVS and getting vitamins. We get our wannabe vitamins. Some have graduated a little bit and gone to GNC to get vitamins. But how many of you have really heard of vitamins on their own have brought health to individuals' lives? Or let's put it another way, have defeated disease in the human body. The vitamins, in order to work properly, need to have the cofactors of the minerals that we're missing. Let me ask you something else. How many of you know or perhaps experience yourself diabetes or high blood pressure? Listen, it is stated that over 100 million Americans are either diabetic or pre-diabetic. How many of you have heard that diabetes is genetic? That is, if one of your parents or grandparents had it, then it's very probable that you will get it, or your children will get it, because it's in the genes. Well, Dr. Joe Wallach, our world-renowned naturopathic physician, lets us know that that's a lie. It is not genetic. It may be hereditary, but not genetic. And there's a difference. What is the difference? Well, you can inherit a cookbook. My grandmother has a cookbook that she got from her grandmother. And of course, for years, I was cooking the same type of recipes that my grandmother was cooking. In other words, I was living the lifestyle in terms of our habits, especially our nutrition habits, that I inherited from my grandmother. It wasn't in my genes, but it definitely was in my head. And as a result of that, it was getting in my body. And so, when Dr. Wallach taught us that it's not genetic, in other words, it's something that you can do about it, is something that you can do to change some things in your life, yourself, your health. You can take control. Listen, I just want to share a little portion of a testimony with you of my own. I was a diabetic for well over 10 years. I had high blood pressure that was causing me to have TIAs, which we commonly call mini strokes. I've been in and out of the hospital. In December 2009 until December 2011, my blood sugar level was never less than 350. Oftentimes it was more than 500. I've been in diabetic comas. I've been in and out of the hospital over and over again. I've even passed out at meetings, business meetings. Well, I met Dr. Wallach last year, and he told me, he says, I can get your A1C down to 5. And I wasn't sure I really wanted to believe this gentleman, because I've been trying a whole lot of different things. But I decided, what would it cost me to try? And so I got on his products in December. First thing was the Sweet Eats. And in 2 days, my blood sugar level dropped 100 points or so. And then a few days later, I received my first Healthy Start Pack with Glucogel. In less than 2 weeks, listen, less than 2 weeks, my blood sugar and my blood pressure were normalized without medication. No more sticking myself 3 times a day up in insulin, taking toxic medicine for pain. That's priceless to me. I would sell my home. I would sell my big. I would pawn everything I had just to be able to say, I don't have to take medication anymore. And then, after that, I had a bonus surprise that I received. My knee that had been giving me problems for years was no longer giving me problems. I could do deep knee bends. I could do lunges that I couldn't do for years. That's how important this message is that Dr. Wallach is preaching. I have been calling a litany of medications. Right now, I want to call a laundry list of medications. And please forgive me, indulge me for saying dirty laundry list of medications. Why am I saying dirty laundry list? Because the medications I was on was having so many adverse side effects on my body that it was almost unbelievable. But how many of you heard of medications like insulin, Atenolol, Metformin, Glucosamine, Lipitor, Lisinopril, Lopressor, Neurons, Plavix, Protonix, Nitroglycerin, Amitriptyline, Celebrex? I was on an aspirin regimen and taking shots for testosterone. Finally, I was walking around like a human pharmacy. It was also emotionally debilitating to know that I had been a previously elite athlete, a karate champion, and now I was taking more medication than my 87-year-old grandmother. Some of you on this phone can identify with that, and if you can't personally, you know someone that can. By the grace of God and the tireless work of Dr. Joe Wallach, all the medications that I just listed have been completely eliminated from my life because of the Youngevity products. Listen, some of you might be skeptical, and that's okay. I don't mind it. It may be part of our human nature, and sometimes it's beneficial. I was like that myself, but my thought process was this: what if this does work? What do I have to lose? I am so glad really started ravaging my body. And I was dying. Listen, I was dying. I was literally waiting for an ambulance to come to take me to the hospital. And while I was waiting, I cried out to God. I said, God, what's wrong with my body? And the Lord spoke to me literally. It's your sugar level. And I kind of got a little upset with God. Because I'm saying, God, well, you're God. You know what's wrong, you just fix it. And the Lord spoke to me so clearly, and I'm not trying to over-spiritualize, but He spoke to me very, you fix it. And I was in the hospital for days, and because they couldn't get the sugar under control. But let me tell you what happened when I got out. I started doing as much research as I could, and I cut out sugars. I cut out white flour. I cut out white rice. I cut out so many different things, but I was still taking medications. And it took me from 2003 until 2011 to meet Dr. Joe Wallach in Baltimore, Maryland. And my life has been changed ever since because of that. Family, I don't know who you are, but you need to let somebody know that their life too can be changed. Listen, you think my testimony was something? We have over 700 people that can give you similar testimonies, different diseases that we've been delivered from, all because of these longevity products. On Saturday, this Saturday, July 21st, listen, the person I was just telling you about, Dr. Joe Wallach, is going to be in Baltimore, Maryland at the Baltimore Convention Center. I don't care what you have to do. If you have to get on a skateboard or a surfboard, if you have to fly to Baltimore, you have to take a bus or a train, you have to drive. Listen, I even would hitchhike if I had to get there to hear firsthand from Dr. Joe Wallach. Listen, it's not free, but if you get with the person that invited you on this call, they will give you some complimentary tickets to make sure that you can gain entrance there and receive this life-changing, health-enhancing, disease and death-defeating message. Don't you dare miss it. We want to see you living life to its fullest extent. Jesus said, I came that you might have life and have it more abundantly, to the full, healthfully. So meet us there. That's at the Baltimore Convention Center, July 21st, this year, 2012, this Saturday. You want to be there, start at 12 noon, get there early so you can get a great seat. And I want you to get back with the person that invited you on the call. And the first thing I want you to say to them is thank you. Thank you for inviting me to this call. Thank you for this information. And then I want you to join this crusade. Get out to yourself and help get your family, your loved ones, your neighbors, your communities, your churches healthy. I want to thank you again for taking the time out to join us on this call. We love you. We are united for life. We love this message. And we look forward to seeing you on Saturday, July 21st, in Baltimore, Maryland, at the Baltimore Convention Center. The Lord bless you. Have a great evening, everyone. Thank you.
We call our church.
Good job. Good job. Good job. Anything else on the call back?
Are you hanging up? Okay. Recall the forgotten.
Lord bless you. Let's get healthy. 90 for life. Serving. Thanks be unto God. 90 for life. Let's go. July 21st in Baltimore. All right. Thank you. See you.